Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Jinjia2 plugin in Sublime text. Before I install that, let me quickly go through why we need Jinjia2 for building a Flask app. So this is my Flask app. Let me show you the structure of that. So my Flask app is in my G drive. Let's say this one is the FK app. Actually, I create a virtual environment for this Flask app in particular. So basically, the virtual environment folder is the project folder itself. So, and the structure varies depending on like how you want your web app to be. But in my case, the virtual environment folder is the same as the project folder. When you go inside, this is the FK app, which is this big folder, and you see the app.py, which is this one. And inside the folder templates, you see the various HTML. But actually, one-page app, you only see the index.html. In Sublime Text, you install the Emmet plugin. So if you have the Emmet plugin, Ctrl+Shift+S, and just do it whatever.html. When you save that in HTML, just go to exclamation and then tab, then you will have a blank HTML, okay? I don't need that, so just delete it. Okay, and then you create the app.py, like you can follow the Flask documentation. The app.py is the backend, and all these HTML files are the pages that you see up front on your app. Let's say I create a list in the backend, which is in the app.py, and then I store it in a variable, my list, and I hook that variable to whatever HTML page with the parameter dlist. Once you create that hook with this like define whatever page, basically this is by default it is the index.html, but you don't need that, okay? And then you save it, and then when you go to the index.html, and I want to show this one, my list, then I'll need the hook parameter, dlist, okay? And that's why you need the Jinjia2 plugin, because you need to wrap that variable dlist in the double curly brace, just like this one. And remember, you need to wrap the variable dlist in your app.py that is referring to the backend variable mylist. So save that. When you want to show it, let's say if I want to style it as an H1, okay, and then tab. That means this dlist, which is my list in the backend, will be shown as a H1, a header 1 element. Okay, save it, and then Alt-T to bring up the terminal. Since I'm in the folder FK app, I simply do scripts activate to activate the virtual environment. In case if you are not in your virtual environment folder, let's say I deactivate it. Let's say if I'm in C drive, if I want to activate my virtual environment, I need to do G drive, okay, and my environment, which is the FK app, and then scripts activate. Okay, then you should be in your environment. So in your environment, make sure the app.py is right in the first level of your environment. So you can simply app.py, just run this Python file. Oops, how come? Oh, you know what? I'm in C drive. So I have to go back to G drive FK app. Then I can simply run app.py. So you see the relationship between the folder and your command. Then it's going to load your web page here. Ctrl+C. Okay, let me just bring this up. By default, it is the index.html, but you don't need that. Okay, then you see, oh, dlist. Oh, you know what? Because I wrapped that in a single code, so it just display in this way. So basically what I'm going to do is dlist, and then shift curly brace once, twice. Now I need to save again to reload the page. Actually, when you deploy your Flask app to your whatever hosting site, everything is ready, so you don't need to keep refreshing your backend, okay? So let me reload this again, and now you see the list here, which is just the same as this one, my list in your backend, and the hook is dlist in your whatever HTML file that is shown in the front end. Okay, so in order to use the syntax, whatever variable, shift curly brace, or if you're doing function, shift % key, and then whatever function that you want to run is just like this one. So you see the function. It is for loop. Like you can do a more complicated nested loop, whatever. Then you can just go over the documentation yourself. Okay, so in order to do this, you need to install the plugin. Basically, what you can do is Ctrl-Shift-P and then package install. If you don't have the package control installed, then you can just install the package control and then repeat the package install. Then you can search Jinjia2. Actually, I've installed Jinjia2, so you don't see Jinjia2 here. Like when you click Jinjia2, then Jinjia2 should appear because I've already installed, so you don't see it here. Once you install Jinjia2, just close everything, restart Sublime text, and then you should be able to implement the Jinjia2 syntax. All right. So hopefully it helps. Ciao.